I guess it was all obsolete. Your new suit's a Mark 6, just came up from Songnam this morning. Try and take it easy until you get used to the upgrades. Okay, let's test your targeting first thing. Please look at the top light. Good. Now look at the bottom light. All right, look at the top light again. That's it. Now the bottom one. Okay. Everything checks out. Stand by. I'm gonna offline the inhibitors. Move around a little, get a feel for it. When you're ready, come meet me by the zapper.
Waiting.
Pay attention, because I'm only going over this once. This station will test your recharging energy
Well, once,
shields.
depending on how many times you do this playlist. Every single time. Wish you could just skip this. It's so annoying.
Bingo! As you can see, they recharge a lot faster. If your shields go down, find some cover, wait for the meter to read fully charged.
Oh, we can hide behind me.
You can hide behind me. You done with my boy here, Master Guns? I don't see any training wheels.
His armor's working fine, Johnson, so shut your chilly hole. You're free to go, son. Just remember, take things slow.
Don't worry, I'll hold his hand.
So, Johnson, when you gonna tell me how you made it back home in one piece?
Why
Sorry,
did you even
Guns.
get a
It's
checkpoint on
classified.
this bit? You can't die. It's
My ass!
impossible to die.
Well, you can forget about those adjustments to your A2 scope, and you're sure...
Well, he's in a particularly fine mood. Maybe Lord Hood didn't give him any invitation. Earth. Huh. Haven't seen it in years. When I shipped out for basic, the orbital defense grid was all theory and politics. Now look, the Cairo is just one of 300 geosync platforms. That Mac gun can put a round clean through a Covenant capital ship. Coordinated fire from the Athens and the Malta, nothing's getting past this battle cluster in one piece.
What is it?
Ships have been arriving all morning. Nobody's saying much, but I'll bet something big's about to happen.
I bet that the biggest thing that's going to happen in the next few minutes is a loading screen. It's right about now. Yeah, when we remake Halo 2, we're gonna put really long loading screens in between each level because I think it'll probably make the game a lot better. Yeah. Well, I've got news for you. It doesn't. It makes it worse. In all seriousness, what? Come on, I'm ready. I'm ready to play now. I'm ready to play the game now. Hey.
How's it going, Malta? Stand by. Your last. Check your targets. Watch the
I'm not sure that killing that guy even speeds this bit up. Like, well, I'm not on this. Off my way.
Feel the fire on that bulkhead. Keep that door open.
We can't be on the shiny graphics to go through this section because shiny graphics create our frame rate at 10 frames per second down this corner, which is a little bit jarring.
What's happening?
Graphics. To be honest, I use quite a lot playing through this. There's less clutter and the frame rate's 100% consistent. It's not bad in this, but it can be a bit slow at times. Really thought he'd survive all. Wait, that slowed me down massively. I need further.
Hey, check it out. The Malta's already driven off its borders.
Malta, what is your status? Over.
I don't believe it!
Oh.
They're retreating! We won!
Box seems to have been knocked slightly out of the way. Oh well. This is bad. Real bad. Oh my god, you're not gonna die. One little time waster kicking around behind there. I like doing this mission. Quite, you know, I quite like doing it, but those bits there I really need to warm up over again in order to be fast at it.
Same as the Malta. The Covenant must have brought something with them. A bomb.
And they sure
Wow.
as hell brought one here. Chief, find it.
Tend to go way too fast to get any checkpoints, and this is not usually a problem on normal, but there are a couple of times when they might kill me, and it's really annoying. But yeah, chucky shot. This section here, it depends. Sometimes they're just super aggressive. It's just really random. It'd be pretty safe if you run through without shooting. It makes them more aggressive if you fire, as far as I can tell. This section's never really ever an issue, and last time I did it, I got killed by them because every single shot seemed to connect. I have to get shot a lot. A decent bit of like RNG in it. Probably a little bit easier on Legendary because you don't have to go quite as fast.
Can you defuse it?
Yes, and I'll need the Chief's help to make contact with the dead.
First echelon, you're with me. Flank it to the bomb.
What's
Double
that?
take them out one by one. Cortana, prioritize targets. Those fire is busy.
All hustle ready. 13 cruisers, patrol carriers. I'm going loud.
Those things look totally different in the original.
Hang on, everyone. The carriers are breaking through, sir. They're heading straight for the Cairo. Cortana, concentrate your fire on the first carrier. Admiral, do what you can against the second. Everyone, form up. Follow my lead.
Get on this bit. This is one where you can get absolutely murdered, or you can just run past pretty happily.
Ignored us, sir. Flew through the Malta's debris field and headed straight for her.
I'm just going to go a bit slower but safer and just run around that side there. Try not to get shot in the back of the head and killed.
Just so you know, there are
That's probably
quite a few elites guarding the
quite
bomb.
sad.
You may need to get creative.
Kind of harsh, that bit. Usually there's quite a few blue ones out pretty quickly, and then you can just pick off the remaining ones there, but both of them standing next to each other is a little bit annoying, and then having two reds right next to each other is even more annoying. So that wasn't too quick.
Hey, wake up.
Shake it off, Marines! Clear the crash site. Go, go, go!
There's obviously probably seen this kind of route through outskirts before. Skips out the majority of the level there just by going over the roof.
My Pelicans are going to start airlifting
Really,
armor
really
and
easy to do.
reinforcements.
Looks like loads of grenade jumps.
You'll need an
Not
escort
bad.
to this area. It's a little hostile ground fire.
Yeah, it looks like loads of grenade jumps, but it's really not even that. Spooning this one up now. I can't remember how I had a really nice rhythm to that. Now, I rubbish a few times and then just forgotten how I originally did it. Last time I played through, my ghost driving skills were beyond appalling, so I'm hoping that I've regained some ability to control a ghost. I got really hung up on constantly using the AVAS, still terrible.
That bridge is the most direct route to the city center.
In it, over constantly, turning around corners like a joke.
Chief, the carrier just launched a wave of pods. They're inbound on your position.
At the last week of playing this level, I spooned it hard. Every opportunity. I've been over here.
If you know what I mean. But it beats swimming. I've been analyzing the Covenant tactical chatter. They're surprised, confused. I don't think they expected us to do that. Not even me. All of us. Humanity on Earth. Odd, I know, but it does help explain why they came here with such a small fleet.
Really? I seem to go through days where everything goes wrong with the ghost. I really hate the physics of it, but it... are we getting in there? Oh, of course we're going to block the actual route through. Why wouldn't you? Great, and then get flipped through it. Stuff like that on single level runs drives me mad. Combination of two things just taking a dump on my face.
The Covenant must be trying to regroup. Don't let them.
We kind of hope here that these guys don't murder you, but it looks like they're in a pretty murdery mood right now. A lot safer than the other option, which is to go the legendary route, which is along the bit on the right there where you can see C3 in a Warthog. Doing that on a Ghost probably isn't the greatest idea, because they have a better angle to shoot you at. And if the front pops off like it did on me, then you can sometimes flip you off. Like that. Surprised it didn't flip me over this time, because it seems about right. And you can't play on the nice shiny new graphics either, because when you get shot at by those, I don't even remember what they're called. When they shoot you, the screen goes really dark. You'll see it in a second here. I'll try and get through this one, the shiny graphics. Like that, like where it's actually hit me, it's almost impossible to see. Really irritating. Honestly, the graphics aren't even that much better. More loading. Such a shame they couldn't, especially for playlists, just that go straight through Halo 2, couldn't just do the same thing as they did in the original version and make it load while you're playing it. Oh, I know what the ladies like. Whether or not we got YOLO ghosts on this bridge, or we've got normal ghosts that actually don't want to die by being run over by a Warthog. Oh, there's your load. Oh no. And it's totally random how aggressive the enemies are. It's not the end of the world in normal, but sometimes you feel like the world's taking a crap on you. I don't know. Not too bad if you hit a ghost. They usually kill themselves, and you just ping straight past. Then we got a little jump up on this next section, which can be a bit
It's quite a
annoying.
welcome party.
And then the last one is getting onto the scarab, which I did a different way yesterday, so I'm just going to do it that way. It seems less likely to go totally wrong if you bounce off, but this is one of the levels where you have a decent scope to completely spoon the whole thing. I usually do. If I'm going to do it wrong, I do it comprehensively wrong. Nail at every single. Like that turn, for example. That angle going up there. Lucky on that second bounce. You can Austin Powers yourself into that corner if you're not careful. I quite often just end up reversing backwards and forwards for about a minute trying to get myself out. And there's the annoying grenade, the one that we want. Can't really do anything about it. Then you should go down the middle, you should be okay, unless you're a bit slow like I am. And you get smashed by that, which costs you time. Generally, you just head straight down the middle, and if you've got there in a decent pace, you just get straight through everyone. Fine example of the timer not working here. Well done, 343. Take a game that you didn't even make and ruin it. Brilliant. Garbage. Well, the Master Chief Collection is good, and don't get me wrong, it's good. You just don't have the technical skill. Off, I don't think. Is that guy gonna go or what? Did I not hit the third turret? Oops. Oh man, it's really spooned it now. These guys should drop it. Yeah, I missed the third turret. I did see that I'd missed the third turret, but then just thought, whatever, it'll probably be okay. The Warthog will usually drop it straight away, but probably finished the level by now. Well, no, that's a bit of a difference.
When I asked for reinforcements, I didn't think they'd send a Spartan. We got trouble.
If you're going to get it wrong, you want to get it wrong before you get on here generally, because that bit you don't die from getting it wrong, but this upcoming bit you will die if you get this wrong, which we'll see in a second. Hopefully it won't go totally wrong, but if it goes wrong. There we go. Easy. So I don't think you can do that on the original version, because I was trying it last night and yeah, it went wrong pretty bad, but I'd had a couple of beers, so I don't know if that had affected it, but I didn't seem to be able to make that jump. Physics are definitely different in this new version. But without bouncing a second grenade off there, there's so many advantages for not doing the actual grenade bit. This way is the quick way of doing this.
Careful, Chief. That elite was an ultra, and those pilots are no pushovers either.
Not the safest way. Sometimes you get a bit of 50 seconds slower than I can do that, I think. Just because of that stupid door. Well, that's my fault. Can't blame the game for that. Now the most pointless level. Arbiter and the next one afterwards kind of ruined the pace of the game for me. I don't mind playing as the Arbiter now. When you play the whole game through, it's all right. It's nice. You can see how it worked in a design document, like the point of view. But this was a shocker when the game came out and whatever it was.
Be silent and swift, and we shall quell this heresy.
And Halo for everyone. Oh, what, mate? Absolutely ridiculous. Shield. I don't just kill them for the sake of it. The reason for killing them is it makes this door open a little quicker, but you want to try and headshot the dudes, the little grunts straight away, but quite a quick level to do. Activate the lift through the wall there. This bit's all about killing those little guardians or whatever they're called as quick as you can after you've done the first section. So I don't really practice this mission because I don't really like it. But there are definitely ways of doing it faster than I can do it.
Arbiter, clear the hangar and open its door so I may drop the second lance.
Tend to be slightly annoying as well because this bit, because they got like, come on, get out of there. They've got a needlers, which is just an annoying gun to fight even on normal. And this bit, I'm just fucking these to kill them as fast as we can. Teammates will help out, but they won't be as quick as you. Obviously, they're not as good. Try out for next enemies spawn. Over that end. Should be all of them. Get to this door pretty quick then. That guy there can be a bit of a problem for me sometimes if I'm being Killing him spawns two blokes there. Not ideal. And I mean, usually you'll be using the sword down here. I've used mine up a little bit because of my mistakes earlier, just to speed yourself up to like zoom across to other people. There is another sword there, but I'm just going to skip it. You can use it to launch yourself up onto this next platform, onto like him. If I looked at him, I'd be able to boost up. It's a pretty popular one for people to speedrun because you can do it really, really quick. Like, so you get to try it loads. Always the door.
The heretics are mobilizing their air forces.
This is the end of the level, so this one's done.
Watch your back. I'm sending one of our phantoms.
I thought I was going really slow, but right, okay. I thought I was going really slow, but I'm not actually that bad because I did practice this one when I looked at my time and realised that everyone was so much faster than I was in that first room.
Track the heretic leader to this part of the stadium. Clear that landing zone and get inside.
Watching it. I'm going to waste a bit of time there having a fuel rod cannon for this next bit, which you don't need. Not that bad. I hate this level at first, but actually it's alright, it's pretty cool. It's like loads of different like activities to do in this one. Like killing them differently. Like you go through, shoot some flood, fight some of the little popcorny floods, and then you get like the walk-in floods, like the combat forms I think they're called, and then you get
Me minding old
Hopefully, I'm not going to turn them against me by doing that. Again, that bit there, I'm not killing people for the sake of killing people, I'm killing people for the sake of making the game go faster. I really want to sword those guys. First guy that I just axe smacked.
What happened here?
That there. When I leave, I want to pick it up. This is not one of the levels that I've ever like sat down and practiced. But definitely got a lot of improvement.
Hold your fire.
Oh, he's not
Hold
dead.
your fire.
I wondered who the prophets would send
Aye.
to silence me. An arbiter. Unflattered.
It wastes time. That's wasting me like that.
Using a hollow. It must be close. Come out so we may kill you.
Oh, get in line.
Get in line.
Get it on this so you can actually see where the flood comes from.
Stand firm. The flood is upon us.
I really know how useful it is to do this. Quicker than there. Even must be. Oh,
What have they done?
oh no! Wasted me ages of time.
Go up.
I accidentally swapped my sword for that one. If you do that first bit fast enough, so my rival time with myself, that speed, 10 seconds faster, which would have been possible had I have been a little bit harder on and had killed that grunt to begin with. You can actually kill this first wave of enemies and then you don't have to fight anyone on the way down at all. Won't spawn him. As on this one, compared to the original version of the Xbox. I'll let this guy jump down. You want their ammo? You'll get a lot of problems with this on Legendary, but it's not any harder than normal on Legendary, as long as you are positioning yourself to shoot as they climb up. Wait up. They do have heads as well, so you can one-shot kill them. I like the sword, which is why I went back for the sword. You can just...
We in trouble now!
And we'll do a little thing in a second to speed it up too. I try and avoid these barrels getting destroyed because the dead forms that are lying down will be reawakened by the little popcorns that come out of it. Annoy them when they're being really rude and they don't like look at you, so you can't shoot them in the head. Fair enough, mate. You do what you want. And he's gone. One rotation. I kept missing that recently. Nice to go slow on this bit, so I think getting that deload actually speeds up the whole bit, like even the rate of its movement. So on this wave here, we're going to wait. We've got a checkpoint there, so hopefully I won't dodge this. Start moving again. Not entirely convinced it's linked to. It is like linked to how quickly you kill them. I don't think it is anyway. But you can just drop down there, so you just have to wait for that point. So again, sometimes he gets you, sometimes he doesn't come after you. Right, so this room is a room that I need to practice for. So we've got to kill these guys pretty fast. We want to take this because the first bit is killing these. They need to go, and the best weapon for killing them is this. Find them really annoying to kill. And we get another couple of regular dudes to kill. Haven't, so that has slowed me down now. One of the things you have to actually be careful of is these little guys that go around smashing boxes because it will instantly kill you like as if you've been run over by a vehicle. And sometimes they don't jump down like that, which really slows you down. Having a bit of a bad... I don't know what the word for it is. One of them. I hate killing those things. Kind of, you can do it as quick as you can, but you are also at the mercy of how quickly they jump down. That guy there was about to murder one of them boxes. Kind of looking for a carbine for myself now, just so I can pop these guys further away. There we go. And he's gone. Saves you having to run over, just this kind of stuff there where you can see that guy is still up top. That is what's costing me the time now, is these guys not actually jumping down properly. Like, you want them to jump down as quick as you can, and you can't really do too much about it other than hope that you spot them in an annoying git up the top. Yeah, then. That's just cost me so much time, these guys not dropping properly. You don't have to kill these guys. You can definitely kill them faster than I just did. You don't have to kill them, but it just prevents them from walking back into that door over there, opening it and slowing you down. That room for me has cost me about 40 seconds just because of the pace of them dropping down, and I guess I wasn't.
Bring the passengers close to the line. You're not leaving until the leader of these heretics.
Well.
Robert, the flood have spread throughout the station. We don't have enough troops to manage such a large infestation. Find the leader of these heretics. Kill him now! to the landing zone. The Arbiter will continue upward, cut this station loose, and scare the heretic from his hole. May our Lord guide you.
Whoa! I don't know if my brain just ran a go slow down or what happened. Seconds.
May our Lord guide you.
And that was the same speed. Oh, whatever. We won't do the grenade just now. Spooning it up today. Yeah, it saves you ages, but it doesn't save you ages if you make a mistake on it. It just pops you up to here, which I've screwed that up. Regular grenades, no issue with them, but the plasma grenades I prefer to do on the new graphics, this, because they make a fizzing sound that you can actually hear. I don't know why that first grenade went off, so we watched that back a bit and see if it actually did, or it felt like it just went pop straight away.
Go ahead, cut the cable.
Guys don't really care about you here, like, they just don't care at all. There is a way of getting invincibility on this, which is, I don't think that's on the older version, but you can, right. The lift that I went up, if you send the lift up, send it down and get yourself underneath the lift before it's like got all the way back down. When it crushes the top of you, it doesn't kill you, it just pops you straight out of that middle. You're alive, and it makes you invincible. Which, like, if you're playing on Legendary, it's just the best. Can be pretty difficult at the end, especially. It messes all the gravity up. I'll probably do a Legendary playthrough on this one. If you like playing it. Oh. Get through here, get your invisibility on. Do not jump down here because it's literally at the cusp of all timers, so if you do jump it, you'll be killed by the fall. Pretty terrible. I don't know what I was thinking then. It's better to just be invisible, but I was taking quite a lot of needler hits, so it uninvisibled me, and I didn't get a chance to smack him straight on because I assumed I was going to be invisible. Quite a lot slower than I'd like, to be honest. I don't think my fastest time's been particularly fast either. To kill him because of my previous nightmare that I had. And yeah, so sometimes you can stick yourself, it's very, very rare to happen. But I just didn't fancy anyone following me because that little radar dot looked like it was right behind. There's a playthrough I did a while ago, I think it's on my YouTube channel somewhere. I managed to stick myself twice on level, which is just... I'm hoping we can see loads of grunts positioned nicely on this bit, so they can kind of speed towards them like that. Perfect. Left a ledge there, so it doesn't offer you any speed bonus, in fact it just slows you down. He dumped on the whole section. Really annoying. Like, not that bothered about being a minute slower because my previous time was alright, but it's bad. Minutes. Oh well, have to make it up on the next ones. That's something to bear in mind for me anyway. Those barrels that blew up and killed me then, they usually are shot early on and they blow up the flood. So by boosting off the flood, kind of skipped that, I guess, and ended up right next to the barrels as they blow up, but normally they're gone about here. So that is me being killed by a piece of flying debris. Doesn't ever happen, as demonstrated there.
Let them go.
And we kill this last guy, just up on here. Those ones aren't him, you just gotta jump up and get in there. That's done. That kind of annoying on the scale of how annoying I can be poor. Anywhere under 12 is decent. Delta Halo's a nice one though. Although I'm not 100% convinced that my ghost grenade jump is going to be great considering that, but fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. This is like a speedrun favourite level, but I don't really play it. Two minds whether to go the safe way or the fast way on this as well. I think I'm just going to go the fast way and hope for the best. And depending on my checkpoints, if I miss the jump, I'm not going to double try the jump. I'll do it a slightly slower way. Just thinking about the overall time.
Neutralize those turrets!
This way is a lot quicker. You can actually climb outside the geometry on this. You've never seen it before. Really easy to do. I'm not sure if I've actually got that on a video already. Might already have. If I haven't, it might be. This way's faster though. There's a couple of reasons I go this way, and that is because it doesn't deload any of the enemies. So climbing outside of the game messes with it and gets rid of the wraiths that you'll see down here in a second, and a couple of ghosts which can spawn. If that happens, it's just bad luck.
Artillery disabled, Sergeant.
Sure.
Landing zone secure for the moment.
I hear you. Not off rope. Hang tight.
And obviously their voices over each other there. It spoons the game up if you go too fast. Want to blow one of them up, otherwise you're going to get a God. Waiting for me this time. Why do they want to kill me so much? That's absolutely perfect. That means we get infinite goes on this. Wow, that's the biggest launch I've ever done. Generally it's a first time or a no time thing that I haven't actually lost any time on there. Like 10 seconds or so, 20 seconds, just because of that checkpoint, which is, I do not know how you get that checkpoint. I couldn't tell you. I think it's a bit of a random thing. Just as hitting that bit can be a bit of a random thing. Now this bit here can times be a bit annoying. Go pretty wrong. So holding down A to lift the nose of my ghost up there, and we speed out of the geometry. why I've been having such a shocker with this bit. So I've been going up the top, which is a little slower, but it's not slow when you consider how many times you'll pick out the map if you get that wrong. This bit here, you aim upwards. Hope the transition works out for you. Do not accelerate down here. There are other ways of doing this. This is the most consistent way. Now you can boost off here and you can land on the other side, which that was fine. And you can land on this transition here where I am, but that's something I don't even do in singles playthroughs just because I cannot be bothered to practice it and get it wrong over and over again. It saves you a load of time bouncing off the side there. And we just gently cruise over here. Have to go slow on that bit, unfortunately, because you have to let the game catch up with you. Now, here's something that you wouldn't do unless you're playing the whole game through like I am.
Seem to consider us a very serious threat.
Need to collect grenades and stuff for the next section. Can't do it without it. Okay. You, one for you. Keep an eye on where that sword's gone. 2 for you then. This guy is just annoying. It. Obviously not the fastest time I can do that, but that's and we need him for regret. So I'm going to try the fast launch at the beginning, which is awesome if it works, and try and get the deload. If not, we're going the slower way because it's 100%-ish consistent. Obviously it's ideal if we can get it done the first time.
Wait.
Played this through so many times to be get a good time on it. That gets really boring fast.
I'll be a good girl, I promise. Not that difficult as I'm making it look here. Wow, look out!
Get it right. It's not as difficult as it looks. It's easy as hell.
Don't worry, I'll be gentle.
Just haven't gone this way for a long time.
Got it.
After that stunning start, we got a checkpoint up here. We'll try and do the proper launch for this. We'll see what happens. Perfect. Kill him, which I think scuppers my chance of getting a decent deload over here. Whatever. Really need to play this. I got a decent time on it. And then actually was the auto aim there fighting against me on that section. I know. Doesn't look like we got the deload on it, doesn't really matter. On the gondola way earlier. Not going to be beating my fastest time on this anyway.
Foreigners built these new structures around the old to protect them, honor them. Pure speculation, mind you.
Watching man go over there. Fingers crossed, he'll disappear when he gets over there. But if not, it's not the end of the world. If you get the deload, which is the grenade bows that I had, the one guy that was alive will need to be killed first. Doing that will cause him to disappear, like deload, and then I don't have to fight this gondola here. I do have to fight this gondola, it puts 1 in a whole game run. Sword as well, because I've carried that through. That means Terrible, terrible.
Here's
So
the question,
annoying.
mind you. I need to make a thorough survey to be sure.
That's put a lot of time on me. So that's not great at all. Do it again, and I'll probably wait a little bit longer so I can actually see the. I can actually see where my crosshair appears on the screen, because one of the problems that you run into is you can't see your crosshair turn red and you go to hit full on. This, they can one hit you if your shield's even slightly damaged. I hate those enemies, they're literally the worst enemies in the game. Just so, they're not even fun to fight, they're mindless. Quite a lot of waiting around in this map. Oh yeah, if you get the gondola deload as well, you get the reload, then these enemies don't appear up there, but they're not even a problem. They're more annoying if you're on legendary because maybe you're in one hit with this sniper. Don't need to kill her, I'm just messing. Makes this jump a little bit less annoying as well, because you don't have a million people. I'm gonna kill these guys from up top. They're taking a lot of hits. We'll kill these guys from up top with this. Probably should have reloaded that faster. Just because if you kill them from down there, then you get a whole bunch of enemies spawning.
That connects these towers to the outlying structures. Looks like we're
As it makes everything take longer.
unless you'd prefer to swim.
Reason you can throw a grenade through the glass down there. Oh, he's slow, that's great. That's just because of the one bar jump and reload, which you can't. This bit is kind of, this is worse than the original version because it looks really boring. It looks like this. How they've upgraded the backgrounds.
I've intercepted a secure transmission from Regret's carrier to something called High Charity. It seems to be a formal apology to the prophets of truth and mercy.
A little bit of story.
Apparently, Regret jumped the gun when he attacked Earth. He's asking the other prophets to forgive his premature arrival, arguing that no human presence was foretold. That explains why there were so few ships in his fleet. But it's odd a prophet would have such bad intel about his enemy's homeworld.
We go. Would have liked more fuel rods. Too much. Well, the fastest way is this, but you fight the auto aim. But I don't want to look down. A lot of hits doesn't bode well for this next section. from a second to jump out there. Normally I'd just run straight through, but can't be bothered to get murdered there with that. Obviously, there's loads of invisible dudes in here. I would kill them normally, that's absolutely falling. Hit him early on, but I was getting bashed about. It doesn't really matter because we don't really need any sword. He had a sword. It's just the point of getting him killed before he does something. A nice short little gondola ride now. And this is another one that just looks...
Regret's carrier just received a response from High Charity. A very well encrypted message from the Prophet of Truth. Listen to this. Your haste has jeopardized the fulfillment of our covenant, threatened our grand design.
Over halfway through the game now.
A public display of our contempt is thanks only to Mercy and his wise counsel. Truth, Mercy, Regret. 3 prophet hierarchs. Killing Regret should shake up the covenant leadership. But frankly, it sounds like you might be doing Truth a favor.
Right, let's go, go, go. Last little section. It's be difficult. There is one annoying bit right at the end, which don't need to stick him, but I feel like the game deserves punishing. Over. There's a quicker way up there, but it's just... Run straight onto that gondola, which is faster. Or grab that rocket there. There is a rocket on the gondola anyway. So. On it as quick as we can. Rocket there.
How's it going, Nikhil? So far, so good. We're approaching the main temple now.
Both, really.
Roger that. I'm as close to the library as I can get. There's some sort of barrier. We're trying to find a way around it. I'll keep you posted.
And this little gondola's got 2 dudes hiding on it who desperately want to be murdered. First thing we got to do though is kill these guys. I don't forget that. Come. Why it was so far away. We'll wake them up by using that. Where's the rocket? Where's the him? Where's the sniper gun? Super annoying. Might have slowed me down a little bit. I don't know why the sniper falls me. Sometimes it happens. Worst thing that's ever happened in Halo. Yeah, move on, hope. A little bit here. Now this end section's pretty consistent getting up to this bit. Right, okay. But inside there's a couple of sword dudes and it could really wreck your head. Try and save some rockets. Back. So usually you can get over a lot quicker just by running there, but I wasn't sure what I was taking. I couldn't remember. We need rockets. Don't really need to kill these guys on legendary. As I say, you don't really need to kill those guys. That's never ever happened to me playing this game before. You just run straight past. If there is a guy who never ever beats you down, he does like that, it's not a problem. These guys are the problem though.
Too many for me to track.
To delay them by rocketing behind you or something. The reason for that is this. Now this guy here could drop me off in front of him, and I'm predicting I'm going to get massacred by them. Just because of that's how my luck's running in this. Nothing too bad now, that's the end of the level. You'll notice these dudes are completely just out of it. They just stand still. That's regret. So, a little bit annoying, but it is a tricky level, that one. No idea why I got killed at the end. Whatever. On to my least favourite, which is a nice sort of double whammy. But it's quite a quick one, Sacred Icon. The one after is pretty cool as well, and then we're on the home straight. No idea why I got killed at the end. Come on, game. Time for you to load. Right, so this one, if you run forward before the level, like I quite often do, you'll off. I nearly swapped my carbine then by accident. I want the carbine from the AR. The doors and the directions kind of go right, left, so I just kind of odd. I mean, there's even if you're not just running through it, there's not really much going on in these rooms.
Many of my troops have fallen attempting to take it down. Let's see if you fare better.
A repeated pattern of dropping down, shooting the dude. On this bit, you might think you have to kill that guy, but you don't. Shoot these. Get more enough. And he's gone. They're quite a lot of hits, actually. I want to damage him as much as we can. Or our teammate gets a wrecking everyone. Yeah, so there's up here. That bit there, the lift should have moved up for me. I'm not sure why it didn't. But the lift moves up, you actually jump off one of those little flying dudes, and the bane of my existence, this next area. Deep breaths, try not to rage. So there's loads of shotgun flood here. I'm going to take this slow because it's just the worst bit of this, like for normal difficulty. Just because you have to pass quite a lot of dudes, and they seem to drop the shields really fast. Also, the little popcorn guys damage you while you're invisible. So I might have gone invisible a bit. I don't know how to play that best. I thought I had it down yesterday, but I think I might have overcooked the spot here. Seem to know if you're there, even if you're invisible. Very, very grateful for that checkpoint, which means it's cost me almost no time. It has cost me time. And dude, he decides not to accept any of my bullets that I'm offering him. Dies at the shotgun. Wow! Super careful of the shotgun dudes on this. They absolutely straight up murder you. There's nothing else to be said for it. They drop you straight away even on normal. Very unlucky to have run into. Can be a bit annoying going through stuff and getting robbed a bit like that. I mean, oh, that guy just doesn't die. Anything survive a shot. Kinda just hope for the best. Invisible, which is probably what I should have done. There's a couple of ways of looking at it. One of them is that the flood continuously chase you in Halo 2. If you try and run past them, they will follow you.
Negative, ma'am. They are not Covenant. Cover that doorway!
Definitely the best Halo, but it's also the most brutal Halo. Like, two rooms now that look like this. This one's just easy, and the other one is quite horrific. It can be very difficult. I don't die on a playthrough. This bit here depends on how much these guys are going to hate you right now. Approach on Legendary is to let them fight a little bit and pick them off, maybe chuck a grenade before you do anything else. Just because that can get nasty, especially if you're hit by a needler when you go invisible. And right at the end of the level, which again, fighting the flood can be a bit of a problem. Sometimes these little fellas, popcorns, can get themselves trapped. That's a mistake. I had the wrong grenade equipped. This is a bit of a weird thing to do, but it makes sense. You're better off having your mate you're fighting with here on foot.
Arbiter, what are you doing?
Running around fighting these dudes instead of... Where is it?
You must hold this
Instead of sitting on those gun turrets. This is one of them sections where if the flood don't run at you like straight on, then you can get held up badly. Like this, that kind of stuff adds minutes onto you. Worst one you can get is them stuck up on the ridge at the top. Bit worried that of the elites have. Right, we're done. Yeah, flood bits kind of go a bit weird in Halo. Halo 2 anyway. Seems to be fine. I know that my time didn't display too slow. This one's a nice little level as well. Can go a bit wrong, but it gives you a bit of a break at the end. So about 5 minutes in, there's a 4-minute gondola ride, which I can use to take a break while we wait for the level to finish, which is good. If you're playing it all through and you don't want to sit in a chair for an hour and a half. I think this one's 3 from the end as well. Right, and you ghost.
Forward, warriors, and fear not pain or death. Go, officer. I'll follow when our reinforcements arrive.
A lot of fighting the auto aim on this bit. A lot of it. Quite frustrating.
Keep moving. I'm on my way.
Hold down A, you can flip over that without getting hit onto the barrier. And then that gets you through this bit quick. And actually some ghosts are going to spawn behind me now. But I'm gone. You hate ghosts as much as I hate ghosts. This is the nightmare level for you. I think there's a little launch over this ridge just to the right of where I went. That's something I looked into, so I don't really play this one. And here get immediately killed by a rocket wielding grunt. This section, if you go over this little bridge bit too fast, pop off the top and you'll time yourself as well. Also, if you take too much damage before dropping off there, you can die. That bit can stuff you. Down, whatever. A lot of RNG in this next section, especially the bit where some rocks drop down. In a minute, there you go. They made this, they must have just thought, let's make people have the worst day of their lives, because it goes so hard to control. I mean, people look awesome. Yeah. Thanks, Ghost. You know what I mean about getting completely shafted by the Ghost. Ghost hates you. Ah! Yeah, so you gotta kind of, if you see, you gotta kind of hope it doesn't kill you the first time round, and then you'll be alright, but it will keep falling at the same pace each time. You can see why I can beat my time at the beginning, but I think I must have been practicing it once and got to that bit. But, yeah, I don't care about having the fast time. It's garbage. More ghosts behind. It could be bad or it could be okay, so it depends. And if he decides to ram you your stuff there, let's just have to accept that you're dead. Similarly, if this Gauss cannon comes around and hits you straight on, which you can do, it can sometimes pop you off there, which can't do anything about. I may go back and try and beat my time on this one. This is not particularly fast. I had 12 seconds on myself. Pull back another 10 or 15. Most levels don't really float my boat. Right, so this bit, you can completely just opt to not even play. Never seen how to do it before. Show you, it's an auto scroller, so you don't have to do anything on this bit. It is about 4 minutes long. If you run up this, it already looks weird because you already look like you're inside this, and then when you get to the top, you'll just fall through. Running forward, you can't die doing it. Don't jump when you're in here because it can sometimes send you out. Enemies can't. What it looks like. Enemies can't see you or attack you here, and you just got to wait for it to get to the other side. So, yeah, it's pretty. You can fight the enemies. You can choose to put yourself at the end, or you can just sit here, which is what I'm going to do. Use this time, have another drink, and then 3 levels afterwards. So this is the last little bit now. A bit of fun though with the guys that's still alive. What a shot. Temptation to jump early is strong on this bit, but I don't want to do that. Not as early as you can jump, I think.
Hurry, Arbiter. Get the icon.
And then it's the end of the level. Back in the library, basically. Gravemind is an awesome level. I love Gravemind. It's one of the most difficult ones, though. I'm not sure if anyone's beaten my fastest time on this yet. Without skulls. The beginning bit will be telling whether or not, I haven't played this one in a while, I can get the deload to work properly on that bit, but either way we'll just fight through as quick as we can. So it's about a 10-minute, even though it says 20 minutes. These guys at the beginning are the only real problem, because
the better. They don't have shield generators, but take them out before.
If that guy goes up there, it's hard to get the needles to sit on him properly, which will wreck your speed on it. I prefer to grab this earlier. If you stand here, it opens the door so you can get inside.
Oh,
That
I
was
don't
really
think
loud.
so.
Oh, here-ish. Might have fannied about too much and wrecked that then, but hey, it worked. So that deloads it standing exactly there. And we want to put... Ow, he survived that. You're a... Miles Bronson. Right. Slowed me down hugely. Come in or what? Okay, so that took ages then. Generally you can just needle them from high up and they're gone straight away, but a woman's only kind of record time on this
That
one.
prophet,
Just because he
has the
ducked away.
index.
Rarely
You've got to
happens.
take it from him.
Ellie.
Let me get these doors. Go. It'll be easier to track truth if I stay in the network.
There's a risk here of doing what I just did.
Right this way.
Was him to charge you like that. I don't know why I took that shot. Very, very lucky to survive that then. Do not shoot those guys. Basically, if you run past and don't shoot on this, it's probably one of the better options. I just saw his open head there and wanted to shoot him. Which means the other guy berserks, makes it nearly impossible for you to shoot him in the head, and means while you're waiting for the door, you'll get absolutely dead. Just a head up. On normal difficulty, having low shields and not shooting will make the enemies less likely to attack you.
The signals are originating somewhere below your position.
Not shooting at all. And not looking at them. So by running through, not looking at those guys,
Here, Chief. Jump in.
weirdly made my life easier. This is the bit that causes the most problems for your speed overall, is clearing out this prison
There are
as
two
fast as
groups of
possible.
Marines in this detention block. I'll zero their locations. You neutralize
Shoot this guy
the
early enough,
quiet.
get a headshot on him. Shield. I'm going to drop these fellas as fast as possible. Try not to die at all if you can help not dying. Slower way this way to go around here. And I'll stand there. It's a slow overall going around that way to shoot those words I'll keep getting interrupted.
Chief, come to the lower level. The Marines are just inside. Careful of the guards.
Let's get the carbine, but overall it's better because you have more ammo. So long to kill them in my life. This guy needs to get stopped. These guys need to get headshotted to death. And once the room's clear, you're done. Oh, you didn't get headshotted.
Come to the middle level, Chief. More guards. Get ready.
One more group of Marines to go, Chief.
Interesting without so again, you don't need to run into here, but I just realised I ran out of carbine. Managing. Hey. Grace.
Get out of here the same way we came in. The central grab lift.
Now you want to get yourself
Reinforcements coming down
up to the top level and then crouch down here for about 10 seconds to be safe when she's said down the central grab lift. Waited more than long enough there. When you get back up, the grav lift will be done and all the enemies that were going to come down will be dead because it just causes them all to die. The way it pops you out, you grab a sword. Now this is the easiest way of getting through. Go towards the right, sword the dude on the right. Don't attack anything else through this room. Just to protect yourself. Don't shoot any of these. You're just gonna have to hope that you don't die. Now my shields are dangerously low. Run straight through. If you attack them, they will attack you more, so I would have died on that bit. It's stressful as well, because my headset's now down here, hopefully get a little launch off the
I
wall.
got a fix on troops just outside this tower, Chief. There's an exit nearby. Hurry.
Straight past him, if he hits you, he'll slow you down.
The Covenant just destroyed
Best you can hope for here is he's going to hit you in the back with a brute shot as you go, which is
throughout their fleet.
Creatures of the Covenant, the path is broad and
these ones are both that jump up there. You want to try and jump so you land in the purpleness. That will give you a boost. Oh, you hit me. Up here. What I mean for this one. You can slide jump off the ledges, but sometimes it will put you past it. Here I was debating attacking these times, but
at this moment the council is gathered on.
they will rarely appear there. I don't know how I managed to go so slowly. They'll generally appear late. Find things. Oh, that hasn't happened.
What a day to say.
I've seen it play out that way. These guys, very lucky to see them both without hats. If you jump too late, you'll miss the bit that pulls you in and takes you along, and you just jump off the edge. So don't be that guy, because
I have listened to the order.
I think crouch jumps on those. By the way, so follow them.
The elites have fallen back to the mausoleum. Fools!
YOLO as I can, so that I get this level done so I can change my headset batteries in the lab. Okay, so you want to play this bit by ear. Only afford to kill one of these. That is just the opposite. That's the worst thing that could have happened. Again, if you kill two of them, it will berserk the final guy. So if you berserk him, it means you're going to have to make that little jump, which can be tricky, while you've got some dudes smashing you to pieces. If they manage to hit you forward like they did me then, which is lucky, they're going to wreck you. Following this little pattern over there, it looks like I went a bit slow to time that jump there. You can go quicker, obviously, on a single level. The problem that you might run into is if you miss it and fall down, then you're going to have to go all the way through and fight some enemies instead of just running straight. This way through this, jump up, get him. Pops one jumping down on this side. Nice little rocket grenade, RPG, cannon, dual rod thing. One for him. Loads for these guys.
For now, they seem much more interested in killing each other.
I kind of YOLO. Right here, just running through. Fingers crossed. It isn't going to be a power show for you. Bad, it's going to be bad. Don't know how bad it's going to be. I'm hoping when you get there you can jump past the side of them. You want to leave them alive because it makes this bit harder for the brutes. Guys are tough as well. I have got a sword, but you really, really want to not sword those guys. Oh, not sword. Should have a fuel rod cannon, but that hasn't worked out. Stand in the middle there will cause Cortana to launch these brutes as fast as possible. Right. Enough, that's enough. Right, so you can sword him, she'll open the door for you, you run through here. Nate is a douchebag and he wants to kill you. So we stick him. And we run down to this door, and that's a nice time. That's a good time for Brave Mind. No errors on that. The only thing I think, in fact, that slowed me down at all was the fact that the opening little section didn't work out the way I wanted it to work out. Cool. Right, next. And there's a mic battery change. So on this one, people have been getting really fast times by, I think it's using the Sputnik skull. There is a way to sword up onto this bit in the left, which I'll point out. But generally, the route I'm going to take is as fast as I'll ever bother doing this. I mean, I might try and get super speed.
Brutes have betrayed us.
Want to shoot there just to wind that grunt up. Now you can jump on top of there and hope that there'll be someone who is sworded to it. Wow. Aggressive playthrough this one. I mean, wow, they really want me dead. And look at the draw, really. And this bit here is a tricky little jump. Well, I had it then first time. Just want to jump to the corner and just ping it. That's not ideal. Just hit me as my invisibility would have gone on. Okay. If you're quicker, you can use that guy in the corridor to launch off, but it didn't happen. So we'll just do that. ability here so that we don't have any nightmares with that guy. We'll get past him too quick and just do much damage. Grab ourselves a fuel rod cannon, and that's pretty much the level. I actually have to kill those guys. You can use the fuel rod to do this launch in a second, but I'm not going to. Definitely faster, but you have to kind of be brave, and you just jump right into the tree and you wedge your body into the tree. A little bit conservative there, and on a lot of these shorter levels, any kind of mistake makes it massive. A, the level's short, and B, people run off. Touch down here. Puts you in this spawn, spawn or whatever it is for the end of the level. Okay, so second to last level, High Charity, a Master Chief level. This one's nice and quick as well. In fact, the last two levels are quite quick, depending on how well the last actual level goes. It'd be far quicker if we didn't have to wait for these loading times, but I've been keeping them in just for my record, just to base the overall time on it. Don't think they'll load quicker. Two things that are going to run at me at the start. It's either going to be a sword dude straight away, or it's going to be a carbine dude straight away. I want the sword dude so that my lovely. Oh, that was me thinking I got a good spin. Opposite way of these guys. Yeah, so we want the sword guy to be the first one, so that when the plasma pistol hits him, it takes his shield off, we kill him instantly, and we grab it because we don't need carbine ammo. We really want the sword for this. And again, that's just it's just luck of what's going to happen. So if you're doing a single level strategy, that gets really repetitive.
Shall we let the flood consume our holy
city? Order that quite fast, so I'll have to make
High Charity into another of their wretched.
You do need to try and drop all these on Legendary, but actually I found it's quicker.
No enemy has ever withstood our might. Flood too shall fail.
Leave a couple alive over there usually to fight the flood.
I'll do what I can to slow the launch sequence.
Gotta pray that they actually do what they're supposed to do, which is kill the flood. Instead of killing you. What are you doing this time? Not really a problem if they do bodge up like they were doing then, because they're just going to shoot. They do not much to you. Like, that bit there didn't go too well. Just, again, look at the jump. Can't really help it. The next doorway, there's going to be a dude running through it, and we do need to sword him straight on. Because don't chase you down forever. I hear he has to die, or you'll be running backwards shooting behind you.
Parasite did not.
One of the few levels where it's just as dark on the old graphics, these graphics, as it is on the new ones.
Arrogant creature. Your deaths will be instantaneous, while we shall suffer the progress of infinitude.
So you want to turn your light off on this bit. That guy up on top there is our prime target. Now, you kind of have to hope this for you. Have to get these rockets.
Noble mercies. His wise counsel ever in my ears.
Yeah, I mean, if it slows you down, it's going to slow you down, and you're going to have to restart a level and hope you get first sort of boost, and you manage to drop him, and you can swap to the rocket launcher straight away. It depends on how it falls as much as anything. You need it for this section. I tried without the rockets, just running straight through, but it will just slow you down in this room. Basically, I think you have to kill all of the brutes. Here I'm just going to swing my sword until I get a little bit higher, and doing that stops the checkpoint from triggering. Means if we do have a mistake or shocker, what you hope for all of them. Vast majority of
This crisis will not be the end of us. It is but one last hurdle before the journey and salvation.
I think we have to kill all of them actually to get that door faster. I did this really quite quickly before. I mean, I was straight through that door, so I think it's jackals and the brutes. I can't remember them. But if you're lucky, again, if you just got the luck on your side, one rocket can kill all of them pretty much. In this last section, I did this differently last time as well. Normally, because I've based all my approaches on legendary, I've kind of changed them. They're not quite, can't always use the easy approach with it, but generally just run down the middle. I did it last time. I made it, you just run off the end. And then we're on to the last level. 5 minutes, 4 minutes, somewhere around there. It's a good time. Now, this is the last one. So there is a really cool ghost jump on this, which is kind of risky to do. So I'll see if it works, and if it works, then great, we'll go for it. But if it doesn't, then I'll go back to the checkpoint, and we're gonna just go the slower way, which overall is about 20 seconds slower, but if you can get the ghost jump, then we can go for a really fast time. And I'm going to try and shotgun the dude at the end, which could get you killed quite a lot. This is probably the most annoying part, is getting in this. Such a weird... especially when you can't see what it says. Sometimes it puts you in the little side seat, which is just dum. Oh, cheeky. I want me getting on that. Again, like turning on the ghost, just hold down A as you turn with your boost on. As long as you're on a flat surface, you're not on an incline or a decline, you'll turn really quick. If you're on an incline, you'll probably flip. You have to be careful because it does ping through. This bit here is risky. It might look a bit weird what I'm doing. Basically what the game will do now is it will load those guys out. It's about here. You can go close, but they'll just disappear as I drive up here. Different ways of doing that. That seems to be the most. Take the ghost through here because it's fast. Like the ghost, you can actually. This is the bit that can make or break it. Okay. Kind of about half as annoying as it can be. I'll take that. Generally the ghost will land over the other side if you've done it right, and you will end up in this section. Everyone will be happy, you'll get a massive pat on the back. Everyone you know, your friends, your family will tell you how cool you are. Everything works out, and we'll go on to a successful prize for the successful. Good. If you bodge it like that, and you get really lucky, you end up on the side. If you bodge it and you get really unlucky, you die. So yeah, overall, pretty fun. Get him out. Ah, he's got a boot shot! I don't anticipate this! That was a very not clean approach to getting through there, but whatever. Whatever. That was funny. Right there, you saved your own life. So if you take the ghost through, then that's where you get this. Oh, come on. And yeah, sometimes it can take a while for the white screen to trigger, which again has lost me some time. Not very grateful for that at all. Run back down here. I like to go to about there. Again, if you actually, if you've got the ghost, you can't take the ghost down there. So we would be on an exceptionally good time if we had the ghost for that one. People at the moment. I got across the bridge on that jump. That was extremely lucky. I didn't even eject myself. I was going to try and get the ghost across. In a shotgun. Sometimes I take the, I think what they're called, shades, shadows. I don't know what they're called. Those Spectre, that's it. Take the Spectre that I was in at the beginning and drive it up onto here. But you know what? I can't even bother. This bit here is the only part that takes some time on this level. We're just waiting for the power to come out. But in the meantime, we can just have some fun. Really good. Oh, we can't hit that. Okay, starting a fight for no reason. And she chav. You actually get some. Ooh. One game. Can you hit him with a Banshee bomb? There's no way. Found him. No. Right. So, hey, he's still attacking me. Hopefully he doesn't follow me. I was nearly here, so I need some position. That involves sitting up here. So on this bit here, you kind of jump off the edge of this, and it will save having to fight the brutes inside, which is obviously way quicker. Take the Spectre all the way up here, you can actually drive it off there, land it on here. If you look at the dude when he shoots, it speeds everything up as well.
Hey, bastard! Knock, knock!
I'll try the shotgun approach with Tartarus. It's really straightforward and easy, but normal sometimes you in. Last boss is kind of annoying. No idea why it's not taking too long. Wait for the little thingy to come up. Ask me why that works. Puts you into the next area. So this guy has to die now. Well, it will happen to the rest of it. We're gonna go shotgun YOLO approach, see what happens. Annoying when Johnson doesn't flip and shoot him. Shield's gone now. Right, so, oh great. Basically, it's a bit annoying. We need Johnson to shoot him, and that's why the strategy for the Legendary works. We need Johnson to shoot him, and I'm going to have to get really close to him with shotgun. Nobody bothers to die. It takes a little bit longer, but whatever. Or will we? Yeah, let's do it this way again. Easier if you've got more elites running around on the bottom. It can actually just take one hit, but it depends. It's a very random approach. Come on here. Get it. Right. It's so random. I shouldn't have done that again. So the normal way of doing it, the quickest way of doing it, the one that I did it in 8 minutes, so a minute faster than I'm doing it now, is you get 2 of these because they got the highest damage rate of any weapon. Damage per second. And that way we can keep our distance against it. So you only get a half a second, quarter of a second to shoot him. So it takes about 3 shots. It really just depends on how many times our mate Johnson's going to shoot him. That was just so much faster than trying the shotgun twice that I regret even trying. If the shotgun works, we can kill him in 1 hit. But that's it. That's the end of Halo